back at the Student Rec Center for the second game in as many days as Conestoga at home for the final game of this homestand to open up the regular season. They take on the Vipers. Both of these teams looking to get back into the win column. It is set to be a great match between these two clubs. We're in for a treat. Don't go anywhere. We'll start in just a moment. We are ready to get things underway. Both teams will be in white, a little bit of green and blue on Boreal, and LeBlanc comes out firing as he will secure the first point for the Condors right out of the gate, and that's going to send the dynamic Yannick Kraus team setter currently in his second year after graduating from Pierre Rene. And he's going to have the ace. Great start for Yannick Kraus's afternoon. Conestoga comes in averaging 1.4 aces per set, and they have another one to add to that ever-growing total. And will it be another one? It will! Make it 2 for Yannick Kraus, who came into today with just 3 on the season. He is now quickly up to 2 points off of 2 aces. And now to serve for Boreal as they're quickly down 3-1 off a couple of nice serves from Kraus. They get over to Belgrove, who has a big swing. Good reception from the Vipers. And it's right back to Tyrell Belgrove, and he unleashes his first kill and puts some extra oomph on it. That ball leaked back over, and Belgrove made no mistake after he was rejected on his first attack. Diving save from Kraus, but it's going to be almost stuck in his arms and will fall. Point for Boreal as they cut the lead to 2. Young set to serve. Maybe his first of the afternoon. Has 2 points on the Young season. A net violation going to be called. Conestoga gets the point. Young, a rookie from Chelmsford. He continues to bring some size, a number of players over 6 foot for this Boreal team as they try to match up against Conestoga, who plays very big at the net through the likes of Callan, LeBlanc, and Molink. Going over to Kritz, and he'll hammer home his first kill. Evan Kritz has 21 kills on the season. Had a big offensive showing last night against Cambrian. 13 kills in that game to go along with 27 receptions as he was a main target. Rising up and going to fall in front of LeBlanc. Sana going to be picking up his first kill. That cuts the lead to 3. Owagana Duku native set to serve. And it will head into the net. It'll be a service air charge to him. Conestoga gets the point right back. Here he comes, trying to roll it over. Yannick Kraus read it perfectly. Now Conestoga mounts their attack. A net violation on Kritz as his hand came down, touching off the tape. A point for the Vipers. Giroux currently in his third year. There's a good mix of veteran players and rookies on this team for the Vipers, as that is going to be a signature of this team in his second year. That's the Kitchener Ben Molink. Kritz set to serve. Through the net for Evan Kritz. Back and forth, we continue to go. Winch to serve now for Boreal as they trail by 3. Conestoga looking to mount some offense. They're going back to Molink, and he will be rejected this time by Giroux. Block for the Condors, but it will land out of bounds. As we continue to play on in the opener, I mentioned both of these teams looking to get back into the win column, as it was Niagara beating the Vipers 3-0 in the sweep. Conestoga would fall in their game as well last night, as the Canadian Shield came into town and won that one by a score of 3-1. Conestoga previously swept their last 2 opponents in Fanshawe and St. Clair. Kraus going to bump set. Quick adjustment made by Belgrove, and he'll put it inside and down on the block. Tyrell Belgrove, you saw him have to readjust his feet, able to get up, and from distance is securing a kill. There's going to be a lot of high flyers in this game, as it is an ace for the Condors, Ben Molink. A lot of high flyers in this match. We've seen a couple players on both teams really showcase their vertical. It's going to be interesting to see who has the advantage in the air. It is going to be kept alive. Great play by Molink, and Kritz sending it over. Molink heading towards the scoring table was able to keep it alive. As Conestoga now mounts their attack. They're going to Belgrove, and this one high in the air, trying to run it down, and it will not be able to be returned. Great effort made by the libero. That was Delcourt. But it'll be Conestoga coming away with the point. They extend their lead to 6. This one rises up high on Molink. Did a good job getting his hands up, but it's going to carry him off and down, as there's an answer for the Vipers. Andre Blais, rookie setter, now back to serve for the Vipers. That's a big swing taken in nicely by Hackbart. And LeBlanc just going to miss the mark. Back and forth we continue to go. Each of the sets in that game against the Shield for the Condors, very close. It was a back and forth game all night long. Very little big leads, as it was constantly just the leads changing hands, 1 point one way and immediately the other way. And that is going to be a point for the Condors off the ball, hitting into the net. 13-8 our score. This one going to be blocked by the Condors. Now the Vipers reset. They're going over to Sana, and he will be rejected. Belgrove, Callan, LeBlanc in on the stop. Conestoga had 15 blocks in that game against Cambrian. They already got their first in the opening set. It's a good-looking serve, and it will not get back over as Conestoga strikes again. Perrin in his third year from Stony Creek back to serve. He transferred over to the Condors. It's a great problem for Kelly McGrath to have. Has 2 seasoned experienced setters in Krause and Perrin. Just brings such a level of dynamic ability when they run their offense. There is going to be a timeout taken by the Vipers as Conestoga leads 16-8. Our key game for the Condors, as always with Kelmgar, is winning the serve pass battle. They did not do that in their last game against the Shield. Some self-inflicted wounds. They'll be looking to bounce back and take control of that area of their game. And for the Vipers, it comes down to blocking and serve receive. A lot of big servers for the Condors, seeing how they can handle that off the first touch and transition that into some good offensive opportunities. As we take a look at the matchup between these two teams, Boreal having a little trouble in the sets for and against as they have been swept in each of their 3 games. Be looking to bounce back here this afternoon. Some big hitters on this team, a lot of offensive weapons for the Vipers. Conestoga currently 2-1 coming into this afternoon. 7-3 in sets for and against as they continue to dominate at the net, winning in several areas on the court. To continue serving for the Condors. Wearing number 15 in white. That is going to be another point for the Condors. Perron quickly out with 2 aces, tying Krause as the 2 setters for the Condors, currently combining for 4 of the team's 5 aces. Racing after it, and it will be kept alive by Paysan. Over LeBlanc will get the kill. Put another one on the board for Adam LeBlanc, his second. Perron continuing his tenure serving. This one nicking off the top part of the net, still in play as Santa going to be blocked by Callan and LeBlanc. That's going to be the second block for LeBlanc. He's up to 2. Conestoga has 2, both coming from number 11. And now Belgrove going to get in on the action. He's going to pick up his first on a good defensive rejection. Egan into the game, the Hamilton native. He'll head in for crits. 20-8 our score as we play on. Doucette coming into the game as we play on. Perron continuing to serve, been very effective in the early stages. It's looking good. Callan putting it right back down. Walker Callan's got his second point as off the reception, it leaks right back over. Callan rises up and puts it right in front of the libero. Looking back over, here goes Belgrove. Getting off a Doucette. Having to quickly adjust Sana. Going back here to Callan and tooling it off the block. Walker Callan catching some fire. Add another point to his total. Callan a year ago had 211 kills, as he currently has 3 with a perfect hitting percentage thus far. That will end the tenure for Perron, as that gets some applause, well deserved for the Condor setter. Nate Scully coming into the game for LeBlanc. You're seeing some of the depth being utilized by the Condors. We're up the middle. Little miscommunication on that play, as they were looking for the first target for Scully. Bronson going right back to Scully, and he's got it this time. Great job by the Condors off of that miscue earlier on, giving it right back to number 1. He makes no mistake, as he will hammer home his first kill. This one will hit off the net. Trying to keep it up was Doucette, but it will fall. Set point for the Condors. Belgrove continuing to serve, as he will just miss the mark, trying to attack that back line. Be another set point as the Vipers try to claw back. Going to be Young to serve this one. A low serve played by Hackbart, and Walker Callan rises up, climbing the ladder. 25-11 is how the opening set will end. Conestoga, after being swept, wins the first set. Second set ready to get underway. We look back at the opener. There's 4 kills, 3 errors on 14 total attacks, 71 hitting percentage for Boreal. Conestoga came out soaring, 14 kills, limited the errors with just 2 on 19 total attacks. 632 was their hitting percentage as the opening serve out of bounds. And now the Vipers going to counter. It is going to be Blay. Back to Callan, he'll put it through the block and down. Walker Callan another kill as he continues to fire away his 5th. Just the momentum he gets going, and that just builds to his already potent arm. This one into the net, however, off the serve from Belgrove. Ron sets going to the block, taken in by Blay. Ball sent Condors mount their attack. The backside, here comes Callan, and he is going to secure another kill. Textbook set by Perron, continuing to do a good job in that category. Getting it right into the lane for Walker Callan. He says thank you very much and deposits another one. Blanc going to get a little bit of help from the net, as that is going to be the ace. That's LeBlanc's second ace on the season. He's not going to have another one as it's taken in and put through. The Condors right back to work. Hagen with a big swing. Trying to get on the block. Bounce. That'll be a point for Boreal. 3-3 we go in the second. It's going to be the other number 11, Tyler Young, to serve. Taking over to Scully. It's kept alive momentarily. Good reactionary play by Ashton Giroux, but it will eventually fall on the Viper side. So heading back over, Bagan keeps it alive momentarily. It is going to fall. Allen will sidestep this serve from Sana. They have the lead back again. In his second year of eligibility, played in 4 sets thus far, primarily for serving purposes, as stuffed back by Belgrove. Conestoga widens their margin. Conestoga is so strong at the net, on display from number 13 in Tyrell Belgrove. They play a very physical brand right there. It's hard to play against, as that's a big swing from Began, just missing mark, as that one was sizzling. Rook has 16 kills on the season, as this is going to be another kill.
Let's go.
No, it will not. That puts us back to even. continue to play. Nate Scully a year ago, 33 kills, 4 aces. He played in 34 sets. This one heading out of bounds as the players will watch it bounce. Scully continuing his tenure. Into several games down the stretch, multi-kill games in many of them as well. He's a seasoned part of this team in his 4th year. Conestoga going to get the point on the lift.
Absolutely all day.
Ball will head into the net. Once again, a very close second set. Both of these teams well within striking range as the Vipers trail by 2. Conestoga won the opening set by a score of 25-11. Different story here as this one pulled off the block. Tyrell Belgrove, his 5th kill, 8th point. That's going to widen the margin slightly for the Condors. Focus for the Vipers ahead of this game was on their middles, being able to generate some speed and separation. As this one catching the top part of the net and will fall on the wrong side for Perron. Allen will play this one also off the net. Going over to Belgrove, and he puts it right in front of the libero Dakor. Tyrell Belgrove continues to swing with such speed. And there's the elevation. We talked about it on the flip side for Boreal. As Belgrove not to be outdone, he continues to fly high for the Condors, now back to serve. This is going to be another serving error for the Condors. That was a big part of the game against Cambrian. You mentioned those self-inflicted wounds, had a number of errors in that game. Where are they going to go? It's going to be over to LeBlanc, and he takes care of business. That's going to be another kill for the Condors. Going right off of their 6'5" middle. Out the block, and it is going to be too hot to handle. Belgrove tried to make a play with such speed, it was quickly past him. 2-point lead still for the Condors as we play on. Here comes Callan, going to cross up Sana, who's tracking backwards. Had to go across his body and just going to be missing his outstretched hand. It's going to be Walker Callan. He has 7 kills so far in the match. This one off the block, trying to run it down, but it's going to fall and bounce through the stands. Soaring from the back court, perfectly placed for Belgrove. Hagen going to catch the top part of the net. Serving here, charge to the Condors. That is their 11th. They had 25 in the game against the field. had a pre-game meeting as a team. That's an area they really want to focus on. Got in just enough. Nice play by Paysan. And Sana unleashes a furious strike. Looking back over. Not too sure if Lynch knew where it was. Conestoga can get the point. Going right back to Callan as he continues to fire. He has 39 kills coming into tonight at 15 as he's had 3 straight games with double-digit kills, 12, 12, and 15 for the Condors' 5th-year hitter. And Tyrell Belgrove calls for it. Ron puts it right on a silver platter. It's taken in and smoked again by Belgrove. Going back to Sana. And Perron punching it over. It's going to just miss the line. He tried to go over, dumping it on 2. Just missing the line. Going to serve this one, however, into the net. Ron was a setter for the Niagara Knights. Over 2 years, he totaled 500 assists. Now with the Condors, a welcome addition as he brings several years of experience at the collegiate level. Ron sets back to Callan. He'll be stopped. Conestoga will reload. Try the other side. Elgo puts it deep, catching the line. Tyrell Belgrove off the volley. Here comes Belgrove. Big swing taken in by Delcourt. It is going to be the Boreal libero putting it over on the free ball. Walker Callan coming back, and a violation going to be called on Sana. Belgrove going to want this one back. Service error charge to him. Possession switches hands. It's Kalen Pazan. Pazan currently in his 4th year with the team. Ron sets going back to Callan. He will roll it over. Nice save from Sana, dropping to his knees. Players fighting, and Sana putting it over. It's going to hit off Callan. Off a creative attack for Boreal. They will continue on as that one hitting off Callan's backside. He tried to backpedal forward. Walker Callan off the touch. And hitting off Paysan. Right there, trying to get a piece of it. Paysan throws up his hand. It's going to hit off, but no elevation to be had. And here come the Vipers. It's Sana with a big swing. Sana standing 6'5", and he continues to soar well above the net. 4 kills. Scully will hit into the net. 2019, our score. Nail-biting second set. This one can go any way. We'll wait to see the serve. Allen rolling off a big in. Allen going to be blocked. Conestoga going to try the other side. No, they're going right back to Callan. This time Walker Callan converts his 11th kill. Walker Callan continues to get looks and converting. He's back to serve. Back to Sana as he unleashes a 3-year shot. Double touch will be called. 22-19 the score. Allen set to go 13 aces a year ago, average 0.1%. As this one got high on Paysan. And the block being made on the attack from Giroux. Looks like Giroux favoring his right ankle. He's going to head off. To go. Callan continuing to serve for the Condors. Callan into the net, however, going to be an air charge to Walker Callan. Sana set to serve. So one of the senior members, 2 4th-year players, it's him and Paysan. Coaches familiar with each other, having coached together and opposite. As we continue to play on, love the community of volleyball, very close-knit. Everybody knows everybody, and a lot of respect among these coaches. So it's going to get inside for Scully off the swing. That brings up set point for the Condors. Bacon getting into the net, having a little bit of trouble in the early going off the serve. Antha to serve. Boarding number 7 for Boreal. This one nicking off the tape. Nice play by Hackberg, getting it on over to Belgrove, and he will leave a crater on the floor as Conestoga wins it 25-21, going up 2-0. Great set for Boreal as they were able to come back in this one. Got 10 more points than they did in the first. This Conestoga offense continuing to fire on all cylinders. They are now up 2-0 as we'll take a short break and get ready for the third. Evan Kritz, LeBlanc, Perron, Hackbart, and Belgrove, the Condors on the field. As it's going to be rolled over by Belgrove as he was running out of room, able to get a touch and over top of the block. Conestoga will start off with the first point. As Belgrove and Callan, they've done most of last year, combining, they each have 11 kills. Going to be another good serve for the Condors. Getting over to Sana, he will be blocked, but it will fall outside of the line. Point for the Vipers. Galen Paysan, one of the left side players, standing 6'3", back to serve. As he taken in, and a give. No, it's going over to Vo Keller. It's kept alive. Here goes Vo Keller again, and he's got the kill. Florian Vo Keller, the native from Philadelphia, Paraguay, gets his first kill in his first set of the afternoon. Belgrove continues to try to attack that back line. Be unsuccessful in this attempt. Young coming up to serve. Boreal still looking for their first ace. Vipers had 7 kills on 16 attacks, a 118 hitting percentage. Conestoga continuing to do an exceptional job killing the ball. They had 30 kills, in that second set. Or combined with the first, 500 hitting percentage. 26 total attacks, and Vo Keller going back to work. On 3 attacks, Vo Keller has 2 kills. Hitting percentage out of a number of Condors currently above 600. And that one getting into the kitchen of Sana. Going to be called. Evan Kritz put it right into Sana's kitchen. A very tough play to do anything with it. LeBlanc continuing to serve. He has the 1 ace, number of Condors. Alleys. Head out of bounds. Conestoga with a 2-point lead here in the third after winning the first 2 sets 25-11 and 25-12. For a diving play by Sana. Hit the ground pretty hard. Belgrove goes up, but he's going to pull his hands back down, and it will head out of bounds. Again, that one going straight down. Sana keeps it alive. Ball for the Condors. Belgrove calling for it. There's the set going over to Kritz. Off the block, the net violation. Evan Kritz got a good run up and unleashed a furious swing. You mentioned how dynamic and potent he was in that game last night in the losing effort to the Shield. Nice read from Perron, punched over, players dancing on the net, but it will be called as Nate Scully just nicked it. One of the most unorthodox serves I have ever seen. It works pretty well, that's an ace. Sana continues to serve a little bit of a dribble and goes nice and low and then rising up. This one, however, into the net. That is going to send Vogt Keller back to serve. Vogt Keller, 9 aces a season ago. He's big on the defensive side of the ball, second in the team in blocks. More touches going to be made as Conestoga with a 5-point lead. This serve from Volleyball catching the top part of the tape and will fall on the Condors side. And now back Curley in his second year. He gets set to serve. And just off the mark for Kritz as the net gobbled that one up. Really impressed with the bench play for the Condors, as you've seen some guys who don't get into action as much. They're continuing to make the most of their time. Ewan Chow, the other libero for the Condors, into the game. They're seeing some of the rookies get action, and it's a great experience for them at the collegiate level to understand the compete level that they have to have. As right on cue, Ewan Chow going to get his first touch, going over to Vogt Keller, and this one into the net. Conestoga going to get the point. Step too far right on the line. Conestoga gets the point right back. 11-7 we go, and it's going to be Scully to serve. He will gather his thoughts, and now we're back underway. As a big serve from Nate Scully, almost got the ace. Hang out the block. Here comes Scully, and he was able to get under it.
I believe you 100%. I just want to know who to give back to. Do you know what number? I believe you. I just wanted to know which one of the three. I believe you.
Good reception from Kritz. Move it over and back, keeping it in front of the net. Now it's going to be a free ball for the Condors. Kritz calling for it. Perron sets. Here comes Belgrove, and he is going to be blocked by Sana. Into the net. As back and forth we continue to go. Another rather close set in the story for Conestoga as of late. Happened last night, happening again here this afternoon as we play on. Perron to serve. Conestoga going to get the point on the violation. After both of these teams losing last night, looking at how they can bounce back as that big swing from Belgrove. It was a very late night for Boreal. Just trying to maintain that energy has been very key. You know, they had a big travel day coming into Niagara and now coming into Kitchener to take on the Condors. It's a lot of travel. Is being able to try to up the energy for them. For the Condors, it's getting back to their routine, their systems, executing on what they do very well. And honestly, Clay McGuire told me it was very nice of how they were able to go right away. Sometimes you have to wait a week in order to get another crack at it, but they have a back-to-back, and they're able to attack this game right away. Vokeller. He will be blocked, but it will land out of bounds. Conestoga gets the point to end the run. As Hackbart coming out. That is going to send LeBlanc. LeBlanc had a very good game so far, 5 points. Currently third on the team behind Belgrove and Callan. This one, however, heading into the net. The tallest member of this team, standing 6'5". He will just miss the mark. And punching it over into a soft spot on the defense. That is going to be a nice point for Boreal. Creative attack. Again, we've called that a couple of times as they're continuing to find ways to score. That will be a miscue on the serve. Conestoga coming into today ranked first in kills per set, over 13. Their opponents having 10. This team continues to rack up the kills. They have done so again here today. They are up to 37, 14 in the first, 16 in the second. And it is going to be out of bounds. Point Condors. Llewellyn coming into the game, and he'll be tasked immediately with the serve. As that has Crits heading to the bench. 17-13 our score in the third set. Conestoga looking to complete the sweep. This one going to go long on the serve. As Conestoga really utilizing their liberos very well. Both of these two very good on the defensive side of the ball. There's Chow and Hackbart. Dupuis into the game to serve. Perron, Johnny on the spot, was able to keep it up. Going over to Belgrove, off the block and out of play. Tyrell Belgrove. Gonna be another kill for him, up to over 700 hitting percentage. 13 kills, just the one error. 16 points, as that is a great stat line for Belgrove. Just missing line. Asana will watch it sail out of bounds. Conestoga really trying to attack that back line. It's been a story all game long. So on their serves, they're trying to put it deep and hem Boreal in their own zone. Belgrove again. And trying to run down, but this one into the second row on the stands. Tyrell Belgrove. As he continues to be the main target for this offense, answering the call again. Conestoga with a 4-point lead. Going to be rejected as Vokeller and Blanc going in, and now Belgrove getting a piece of one. Alive by Sana. That's 3 straight rejections. Belgrove rolling it over, kept towing the line, no net touch, and a whistle going to sound. As the coaching staff from Boreal is going to get an explanation from the down official. Hari Aslan. That puts the score 20-15. Perron continuing to serve. Belgrove is going to get up for the block, but is going to head out of bounds. As the Boreal women's team cheering on their men, as it is 20-16 the score, as the Vipers trying to mount a comeback. And Vo Keller will be rejected by Sana, who continues to be a big problem for the Condors. And just missing the mark. That was a backcourt attack on the serve for Boreal. Here comes Belgrove. Had a little bit of trouble so far serving, just the one ace, 5 errors to his name. Back second for the Sana, and he will be rejected. LeBlanc! Timeout will be taken by the Vipers on a huge block from the Condors, stopping Ahmed Sana, who's been a force offensively. Belgrove continuing to serve, coming out of the timeout. That was the first of the set for either of these teams. As Tyrell Belgrove on a seam, his second ace. Big point for the Condors as they look to close this one out. Need just 2 more points, as that one splitting right through Dalcourt and Paysan. And it's back to back as Tyrell Belgrove puts the Condors on match point on back-to-back aces. Belgrove going to send that one well along, got a little bit under it. That's going to be the second match point now for the Condors, 24-18 our score. And the attack there going over to McClellan, and it will land inbounds. Hackbar tried to get there. Reset and do it again. They're going to go over to Vo Keller, and that one off of the net. A couple attacking errors for the Condors, has Boreal within 4. Here comes Belgrove trying to push it deep. And that one going to be played by Blay. Free ball for the Condors. Who's going to be their target? They get it over, and that is going to hit off the antenna. McClellan was looking for the kill shot. Ron, one-handed set, getting it over. McClellan with the volley. As this one tooling off the block. And Boreal not going away. It looks like the Boreal women's team using a stuffed snake as a rally towel as the Vipers trying to rally back. Going back to McClellan. He will put it deep. Handled by the Vipers. And that one in the corner. And a timeout will be taken by Kelly McGuire as the Vipers come storming back. 24-23 our score. Timeout taken by the Condors. Players back onto the floor. We are ready to resume. The Vipers have strung several points together, trying to force another set as we are back underway. Duran sets getting over to LeBlanc, and he will put it away. And that is going to be a Conestoga wins it 25-23 as the comeback falls just short. Great effort from the Vipers as they made the Condors really work for it. Definitely this team is going to be something special in the future. A lot of rookies and sophomores, more experience they get, they are going to be a lethal team to play against. Here with Matt Perron, a good bounce-back win for you guys. What was working well in this game?
Honestly, just first contact, like serving well, passing well. That was like the key to success, and yeah, that was like the game plan. Just focus on our side, and everything else was going to come.
And then now you head on a road trip. What do you have to do to have success as the visiting team?
Just keep our head down, keep working. don't like take anything for granted, and like we want to be better at the end of the season, and that's when it matters. So we're going to keep working for that.
Matt, thank you very much for your time. Go enjoy your win.
Thank you.
That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. Conestoga completes the sweep, winning it 3-0 on a very close third set. They get the job done. They'll head on the road now. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending the afternoon with us. From all of us at the Student Rec Center, I'm Ada Shulkeski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will see you next time.